Hey guys, how y'all doing today or tonight or this morning? It's this morning. I decided to make I can't even get it out. I'm so tired. I've been working really hard, but I wanted to make some homemade chicken noodle soup. My grandfather kind of came up with this recipe and all. Basically, you know, everybody called him Daddy Consalvi. We would go over there on Sundays to eat dinner. Usually made chicken noodle soup. Most of the time he just makes spaghetti and meatballs, and he would go all out. Spaghetti, meatballs, pork chops, chicken. I mean, he just made huge helpings of stuff. And we would go over there, my mom and my dad, and my brother, and then there would be, Daddy Consalvi is what everybody called him. His name was Orlando Consalvi. He actually had a tailor shop in Lexington, Kentucky. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. Obviously, we wouldn't be there if he didn't have a shop. But he was from Italy, and he learned how to do, tailor clothes and all. And he moved to the United States, and he, was very poor and everything. And him and his mother lived in this, little tiny small, I guess it was an attic or a garage. I mean, not a garage, but a tiny apartment or whatever. It wasn't even an apartment. But anyways, it might have been downstairs to like a shop or something. I'll have to get the details again for my Aunt Janina, which that's an Italian name. And my mom's name was Italian, Ernesta. Okay, if you don't believe me, I don't know what to tell you. But you can look it up on, Google, Consalvi's. It was a tailor shop in Lexington, Kentucky. And, it's right there, obviously. If it wasn't there, he wouldn't have it. But anyways, if you don't know, Italian name, that's an Italian name. They had all had Italian names. Orlando, then there was Orlando Jr., then there was Anthony, Antonio, and then there was Becky. Becky got, Rebecca. She got the least name that wasn't, Italian wise. But anyways, I just wanted to tell you that, about that. I wanted to make some chicken noodle soup. My mom showed me how to make it a long time ago. But my grandfather came up with it and everything. Like I said, he would have people over on Sundays, and he would just go crazy. Not go crazy, but I'm saying he would fix just so much stuff that was unreal. Spaghetti, meatballs, like I said, pork chops, ribs, like these, like pork loin or whatever it was. Usually, that's what he cooked. Sometimes he would cook, the soup and everything. It's like a little appetizer, and then you'd have the the spaghetti, meatballs and all. It was delicious. It was the best, and I can make it. It's the best freaking spaghetti and meatballs I've ever had, or with pork chops or pork loin, it's the best I've ever had in my entire life. But anyways, I just wanted to show you this. This is how you make it. It's very simple. The chicken is in there. I just buy whatever's on sale. Now, okay, you can see it down there. But anyways, what I like to do is, you're supposed to kind of give it a little bath or whatever. Took all the gizzards out in the middle, and I basically put it in this pot here, and then I put salt on, and gave it a salt bath, and got all everything off, germs-wise and everything, with hot water. And I did that several times and all until the water is clear and all. Then I put it back in here. Then I put two tomatoes. Make sure you get the little thing off, the little taggy thing off. Make sure you wash the tomatoes. An onion. I just split the onion. Celery. It's really the celery leaf, okay? And then that's basically it. Salt and pepper. I'm trying to think. Maybe I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I know my aunt used celery salt seasoning, but I have the celery in there. I like to do it the fresh way, the most organic way that I can possibly do it. But anyways, I just, felt like making it and all, and it just was really tasty. First, I go ahead and put it on the stove, let it boil and all, and the chicken's going to take a little while, maybe an hour, or so to cook. You'll be able to tell the chicken will fall off the bone. I take it out, okay, put it in a container. Well, I usually try to, let it cool off, put it in the refrigerator in a container, just put it in there. Then I take the noodles, we call them noodles, but they're the no yolk ones. And I put those in there, let those boil. Okay. Then after that, I just leave those in there, let the chicken cool, and then add the chicken. Now this may look kind of funny and all, but it'll break down and it'll be able to, I'll show you when I get done with it. This is just a preparation of the homemade chicken noodle soup, doing it the Italian way, my grandfather's way. And like I said, everybody called him Daddy Consalvi. My mom and dad's friend, Betty, used to call him Daddy Consalvi. And I kept saying, no, it's Consalvi. Consalvi. So anyways, it's, very much an Italian name and all. But I just wanted to make one of his dishes. Chicken noodle soup is just amazing. It's delicious and all. You should try it out and everything. This is the preparations of making it and all and everything. And then I'll show you on the next step what it looks like and everything when I get there and all. I got to put it on the stove and everything. So anyways, I just want to show you all this and everything. It's amazing. Look at it. It's freaking, it looks, somebody said, ooh, you got tomatoes in there. Well, trust me, it's going to break down. It makes the soup, okay? And salt and pepper, that's basically it. It's really, really easy thing to make. You would think it would be a hard thing to make, but it's very easy to make and all. So anyways, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And like I said, there's a lot of people watching my videos that are not subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. You subscribe to my channel, and then I go to your channel and subscribe to your channel. Okay? It's a win-win type of thing. But anyways, I just wanted to show you. I felt like making it. This weather is really weird. It was raining. All last week it rained. It was so depressing. And then it got colder again. It was warm and, oh, this is awesome. 75 degrees and all. Then it got cold again. So anyways, it's freaking cold again. And it rained again. But anyways, just the way I feel that, if you're sick or whatever, this is the best type of food. This chicken noodle soup makes you feel so much better. You get a little bit of, you get the protein and, you get the soup. But anyways, I was trying to get to the 10-minute mark here. You're supposed to have 10 minutes at least, and everything. So, anyways, I'm going to put it on the stove and everything. It's going to take a long, probably an hour to cook. I know you could probably do this in the air fryer, but do you really want to, it might be good like that. I personally don't know. I just like doing everything, like I said, it's most organic thing I can do to make it organic-wise, homemade, and just make it taste really, delicious and all. The reason, like I said, I usually do it in the wintertime, or if I'm sick or something like that, but the freaking cold is hanging on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Mother Nature has got, like bipolar or something. It's warm one day and then freaking, you know what I'm saying? It's just craziness. I'm so sick of this weather. It's freaking supposed to be spring and it's like 40-something degrees back to winter. Okay, but anyways, I just wanted to show you the soup and all and everything. That's the beginning stages of it. When I get to the next step and all, I'll show you and everything what it looks like at the next step process. Basically, everything will be broken down, okay? And I'll have to remove the chicken. And then put the chicken in a container in the refrigerator, let it cool, okay? But that's the next step on that. But I'll show you and everything how to go about it and all. It's delicious. It's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be bragging about it, but it's freaking amazing. The best chicken noodle soup I've ever had. Italian chicken noodle soup, homemade Italian chicken noodle soup, okay? That I've ever had in my entire life. And, I wouldn't steer you the wrong direction or whatever. I'm not trying to come off arrogant or anything, or anything like that. I really am not. I'm just trying to say it's actually delicious.